Welcome back. Helping those in need. Sounds simple, doesn't it? But a lot of work goes into that. Here in our community, the MLK Kitchen for the Poor has been doing it for 55 years now. And Harvey Savage Jr., Executive Director there, joins us this afternoon in studio. Harvey, glad we could have you here today.
Well, thanks, Dan. I'm glad to be here. Glad you guys gave me an opportunity.
The MLK Kitchen for the Poor has been around 55 years, doing such great work feeding our community. Are things as bad as you've ever seen?
They are. I don't know, it might be worse than I've ever seen. I think that we, in our community where we're located, we have low to moderate income people. And I think things are just so much worse for them right now.
Tell us what all the services you provide there.
Well, some of the things we do, our main function is feeding. We provide a hot meal and commodities every day, and we also do what we call food boxes for families on an as-needed basis.
This is breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
No, we're only doing the one meal now, and that's the lunch.
Okay.
And so, and they pick up commodities at that time also. And that's everyone can pick up commodities at that time.
So it's nice at least that see people, if they are needing fed, they have one good meal a day. That's the key.
Right. They're going to have that, and we're going to give them some other things too. So they won't be hungry that day, that they come. I know that. But we do some other things too. We have people that donate clothing and things like that. So people come through and do that, and sometimes we have appliances and other things that get donated, and we put them out on the patio, and they turn up missing.
Yeah.
So people get those.
Your organization, MLK Kitchen for the Poor, does such good things for our community. Give me the history of it, where it all began.
Okay, it began in 1969. My dad, he tells the story, or told the story of how he had a guy out in the back. Back in those days, the garbage was in the back of your house, and so he heard somebody rummaging it. Here's the guy going through the garbage, and so he went out, talked to him, brought him in the house, and actually he said he fed him. And with that, it inspired him to do something. He said, people in this country should not be going hungry. And so he did what he needed to do and started the kitchen, and it's been viable ever since. And so it was a big deal. He had a lot of ladies, older ladies, what I considered older ladies then. I was a much younger man
I hear you.
than I am now. And so they were the cooks, and they would do great meals, and that was it. And we would, in those days, you had school children coming home for lunch. And so a lot of kids would come through for lunch, and families fed their kids there.
How is it that supposedly the richest country in the world has food insecurity with some of its society?
Well, I think some of that's going to always be based on what I see, and have seen. It's that we have that because everyone's not going to be able to make it. We have some mental health issues and other issues within the country. And we've had job issues from time to time, and you and I are old enough to have seen it when we've had some bad downturns and there wasn't work.
COVID was a very difficult time for everyone. How did the MLK Kitchen function during that? Did you have to close down? Were you allowed to stay open? And how did you still manage to serve?
We stayed open. We were blessed to be able to stay open. What I did do, though, I shut down Fridays, and we did not allow people actually into the building. Mm-hmm. We did everything out on the patio. And so it was all grab and go. There was no more coming in, and dining. And so just for the security of the workers.
Before we go, I want to talk about the event coming up on Saturday. Tell us all about that, because you need money to run this.
Right. We need money. We're looking at adding on to the building, and so we're doing that. We have our 55th year anniversary coming up. and it's very important that we get people out to help support us. We're going to be at the Pinnacle this Saturday, 6 o'clock. We're going to be able to sell tickets at the door too. If you don't purchase online, you can purchase online. Go to kitchenforthepoor.org and you'll have access to a ticket.
Well, I hope it's successful for you because you do such great things for our neighbors and neighbors in need. So sadly, this continues to be a problem, but it's nice to have people like you in Toledo to help us out.
Well, thank you.
Harvey Savage Jr., thank you so much for being here. We'll be right back.